Oh, hey, welcome to FBTV. My name is Mike. I'm your host. And this episode is going to be focused on coffee. As a freight broker, you need to have plenty of coffee. Today's choice is Colombian, medium dark. Okay, enough of that. This is FBTV today. It's a Q&A day. Your questions, our answers. That's coming up. Yes, it is Q&A day here at FBTV. Before we get started with the questions and the answers, got some business to take care of. If you're new to FBTV or if you have been a returning visitor, if you're not subscribed yet, please do so. Matter of fact, when we hit the milestone of 100 subscribers, let the games begin. We're going to start doing some contests. Contests are in the works, but I'm going to tell you right now, the prizes for these contests we got coming up are going to be valued between anywhere from $1,500 to almost $700. $15 to almost $700. So there's going to be quite a value package of prizes in there. To be eligible for any of the future contests, you're going to have to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel. Okay. Now keep watching our YouTube videos and or listening to our FBT podcast for more details. I know if you're watching this on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, we have been posting our podcast in video form, and that's fine. That's pretty much to let you know that they're there, and if you want to, kind of listen to them via YouTube, you can, but you're going to be able to find our podcast on your favorite podcast app. We're in the iTunes Store podcast, TuneIn, Spotify, quite a few others, Stitcher, holy smoke, your favorite podcast app. So, if you do like I do, when I'm listening to a podcast, usually it's when I call it a day, I lay down, I'll get my, where is it? It's right here. Get my phone, plug in my earbuds. Where are my earbuds? Earbuds, plug them in. And I'll find one of my podcasts, not one of mine, but one of my favorites, and I'll listen to it. And go from there with it. Sometimes I wake up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and can't go back to sleep, so obviously I listen to podcast. Anyway, neither here nor there. All right, Q&A. First one, Kaylin, she's from Missouri. She asked, what does asset-based mean? Okay, we get that quite a bit. From I have clients that ask that question as well. An asset-based broker is basically a broker that has their own trucks, their own equipment. Some people will explain it as an asset-based broker has their own equipment, their own warehouse, their own facilities, things like that, to be able to keep their customers' freight in. Well, when you get into that aspect of it, now you're borderline needing to be a freight forwarder, because now, as a broker, you're taking possession of the freight. Okay, see what I mean? Now, asset-based broker, again, is just a broker that has their own trucks, bottom line. Okay, David, Illinois. Companies sometimes tell me to send them my info. Okay, I assume you mean when you are making a sales call to a potential customer, they tell you to send them your info. Okay, he goes on to ask, is that the same as sending my shipper's package? Generally, yeah. Unless they specified something different, I'm sending my shipper packet, everything that potential customer needs from me to start using me as a broker. Okay, right then. The reason is they need that documentation. Okay, they may be asking for sales material or whatever. I'll send that too. But whenever somebody asks me for something, a potential customer, I will be sending my shipper packet. So they have all the legal documentation they need from me to start using me as one of their brokers today, right now. So when I make my follow-up call, Hey, Tim, this is Mike. I was just checking to make sure you got my info I sent over. Once they confirm, I will immediately ask for a load. Hey, great. Any loads I can help you with today? I mean, you're talking to the guy in shipping. Okay. They know what loads they got. They may throw you a bone. Well, see if you can help me with this load going to Chicago. Hey, it's a load. You're in the door. Now you can start building that relationship from there. Okay. Barbara, Alabama. I use the spot rate tool on the DAT truck stop of 123 load boards. When I enter the same load information on each load board gives me a different rate. Am I doing something wrong? No, not at all. Understand that the load boards they're a data collection system. I mean, they're collecting data all day long. And as a broker posts a load, that's where they're coming up with the spot rate, because remember, a spot rate is what the broker is paying a truck. And my preference actually, because the spot rate tool, the rates on a spot rate tool will fluctuate depending on the market and what's happening. Contract rate tool, not so much. That's a contracted rate between a trucking company and one of their customers. And contracted usually means that rate's in force for the contracted period, which is normally going to be a 12-month period. Okay, so with that said, getting back to the spot rate and the different rates on, the different load boards you're using, there are, the brokers are using different load boards. They may, you may have some brokers posting loads on DAT, some brokers posting loads on 123, some loads being posted by brokers on truckstop.com. Okay. When they enter the rate that they're paying, which we recommend you don't ever put a rate that you're paying on a load board. Too much information, but that's for another day. But whenever those brokers enter that rate, the load board is collecting that information, that origin, that destination, that type of equipment. And that's how they're coming up with the spot rate. If you look on the DAT spot rate, when you're using DAT, below the average rate per mile that it gives you for a spot rate, right below that in parentheses, it's going to be two different numbers. It might be, 205 to 280. That's known as the range. And what that's telling you is that from all the data they've collected in their database from loads that have been posted by brokers on their load board, the lowest rate per mile is this, the highest rate per mile is this, and the rate we're giving you, and the big bold number, that's just what we calculated as the average. Okay, makes sense? So no, you're not doing anything wrong. It's just that different loads are being posted, different rates are being posted, and each load board is calculating the rate, which is determined by the data they've collected from the loads that have been posted on their own load board. Okay, I hope that made sense. Hey, the FBT Freight Broker TV beautiful coffee mugs are available. Okay, both sides. So no matter which, left-handed or right-handed, you're showing your love for FBTV every time you take a drink. Every time you pick one up. See, I'm using my right hand, and I've got the Freight Broker TV. If I'm using my left hand, the FBTV bottom right logo appears. But anyway, these are available on our website. Check out our website, freightbrokertv.com. These mugs are 11-ounce mugs. I got your choice, black or white. This is the black one. I know you see some white here, but it's wrapped in black. The other one's just plain white. But they have our logos on them. They're available to order, and they're shipped right to your door. And if you have questions, you can ask in the comments below, or you can email us at FBTV, don't even know my own email address, FBTV@freightbrokertv.com. You can leave a comment on our YouTube channel right below, down there. Be happy to answer it there. And you'll probably have your question brought up in another one of the Q&A videos in the future. Or you can go to our website at freightbrokertv.com and ask your question using any of the many forms we have available there. Now, subscribe. We really need you to subscribe. To grow our channel on YouTube, we need subscribers. Okay, the more the better. Okay, so pass this on to your friends. Tell your friends, hey, Freight Broker TV, they're answering questions about freight brokering. They're here to help us out. We can learn from them. Okay, if you're looking more for a traditional type training, visit Taltoa, taltoa.com, taltoa.com. I'm a consultant for Taltoa, and for those that are ready to take that plunge and really get in there and start brokering, check out what Taltoa has to offer you. Okay? Hey, till next time, have a great day, unless you've made other plans. And if you did, why?